Welcome back. Now we will be discussing something very important, reducing factors or reduced or modified areas. Now first let's see what the definition says. The areas which would produce the same yield with uniform quality or density as is produced by the existing areas with their various qualities or densities, and the factors by which each class must be multiplied to reduce it to the standard quality and or density are known as reducing factors. Now we already know about equiproductive or reduced areas instead of equi-extensive areas. Equi-extensive areas or equal areas are not important. I already discussed this in the previous lectures. Rather, equiproductive. If an area is small and one another area is big, in that case, this also gives us 10 cubic meters and this also gives us 10 cubic meters. So these areas are not equi-extensive, but these are equiproductive. In other case, we may have areas of same size. We may have areas of same size, but we get 10 from here and we get only 5 from here. Means it must have some different density, as he is telling here, various qualities or densities. This must have density which might not be 1, which might be 0.7 or 0.6. That is why it is giving you the less yield, or is having less growing stock. So here the areas are equi-extensive, having equal areas, but they are not equiproductive. Here the areas are productive but not equi-extensive. So we need to adjust the areas based on their densities. Let's try to understand this in the next slide. Let the area of felling series is said to be 1000 hectare. Of this, 300 hectare have a normal density, means 1, and 200 hectare have density of 0.75. 400 hectare has a density of 0.5 and remaining 100 hectare has a density of 0.25. Now if the total area is to be divided into 25 equiproductive, not equi-extensive, it is equiproductive, area of each will be worked out. Now we already know that the equiproductive areas, it doesn't need to be, the coops do not require to be equal in area or equi-extensive. So how we are going to calculate this reduce or modified area of the felling series? This is 300 here having normal density, so we will multiply it with 1, it will remain same. For 200 we have a density of 0.75, we will add and then multiply 200 with 0.75. Then we have 400, we will multiply it with 0.5, and we have an area of 100 that has a density of 0.75. So ultimately we get 27 hectare. So 27, normal allotment is 27 hectare. A coop with a normal density has to be given 27 hectares based on the given conditions. Now if the density is 1, density is 1, the modified area for 27 hectare will be 27. If density is 27, this 27 is to be multiplied by 4 by 3, not 3 by 4, 4 by 3. So we get 36. Likewise for density 0.5, which means 1 by 2, 27 is to be multiplied by 2, reverse of 1 by 2, it becomes 54. And in the last case 0.25 means 1 upon 4, 27 is to be multiplied by 4, which gives out to be 108. So for the for density 1, what we have calculated is 27. For one density we will use 27 hectare area for one coop, because using this formula we have converted all the areas to the density 1. So the 27 that we got here means it is for density 1. Reworking density 1 to the different density classes which we have in our area. We worked out that for 0.75 density, an area of the coop should be of an area of 36 hectare. In 0.5 density, the coop area should be of 54 hectare. And in 0.25 density, which is a very low density, the area needs to be increased to match to 1 hectare. So the area needs to be increased to 108. Now you can see this is the crop density column 1.75. This is the actual area which we have given under different density classes. Now this in the first column you can see it is asking that received from column 6. So we don't have anything currently from column 6, so we write nil. So the total becomes 300. Now 300 when divided by 27, because this is one density class, 300 when divided by 27, it becomes 11. Now coming to column second, we have the first receive balance. What is the balance? Here we have the 3 balance of 3. Actually it comes out to be 11.3. So the balance has to be carried out more than 11. The balance has to be carried out to this. So we have a balance of 3 here. But what is done here is that we are carrying the balance from 1 density to 3/4 density. So we need to multiply it by 1 and divide it by 3/4. So that becomes 4/3 ultimately. So we have an area of 4 hectare. So to the existing area of 200, we will add this 4. It becomes 204. And to 204, because it belongs to 0.75 density class, so 0.75 has to be divided by 36. So 204 divided by 36 gives you 5 coops. Now we have a balance of 24 hectare which is to be taken to the next density class. Now next density class has received 24, but where from it has come? It has come from 3/4 density to 1/2 density. So 3/4 density is to be divided by 1/2, which becomes 3/2. So we have 36. This 36 is to be added to 400, which becomes 436, and is to be divided by 54 of that particular density class modified area. So we have 8, and we have a balance of, if we work out this, it has a balance of 4 which is to be carried to the next. Now we have carried it from 1/2 to 1/4. So we are going to divide 1/2 by 1/4, which gives us 2. So 4 into 2 becomes 8. So 100 plus 8 becomes 108. And it is to be divided by modified area of that particular density, which is 108. 108 divided by 108 becomes 1. So if this is the number of coops laid, 11, 5, 8, 1, the total comes out to be 25. So this way your 25, you can see here, your 25 equiproductive coops have been laid. Now all these coops are equiproductive because the areas have been modified based on their density. Now they may not be equi-extensive, as is clear from this these figures, but they are equiproductive, have been brought to be equiproductive based on the modifications.